today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey,
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Pull. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. A first carry for Rachaad White. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Pull. He completes it right side to White. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angle, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
on third down. Poole. This is White on the screen. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Poole. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On the draw, here's White. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw. Pull. Quick slant. Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Poole going right back to Dotson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down. Poole. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And this is a commentary today. Kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones, a final shot before break. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll get you down the coast. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half from the 6. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And the Here will come at the 38-yard line. Consecutive run. Of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
A handoff to Barkley. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
86 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington.
Throwing to start the drive. Pull. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Pull.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Washington on third down.
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Pull.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
109 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 28. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Pull. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw again. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go. Automatic first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw again. Fighting through pressure.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
There he goes, left side.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Jones now on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Throwing to start the drive. Pull.
He'll get that out to the...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Following the fumble recovery, Jones looking left side, and it's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, Guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.